Hong Kong's commemorative coins are more than just money, they are small pieces of history that tell a big story. These special coins began as a way to mark important events, starting with the visit of Queen Elizabeth II in 1975. Before this, Hong Kong used regular coins for daily trade, which themselves had replaced older forms of currency like silver sices and foreign dollars. The journey of these coins reflects the city's own journey, from a British colony to a special administrative region of China. Today, these coins are highly sought after by collectors around the world who appreciate their beautiful designs, historical significance, and, the stories they carry about Hong Kong's unique past and vibrant present. These special issues are different from the coins you get as change from a shop. They are often made from precious metals like gold and silver and are minted in limited numbers, which makes them rare and valuable. The designs celebrate everything from royal visits and the opening of major infrastructure to the handover of sovereignty in 1997 and the Lunar New Year. Each coin is a snapshot of a moment in time, capturing the spirit and culture of Hong Kong. For anyone interested in the city's rich heritage, collecting these coins offers a tangible connection to the events and people that have shaped this dynamic metropolis we call home. The story of Hong Kong's money is a fascinating one, starting long before the first official mint was ever built. In the early days, trade was done using a mix of currencies from different countries, reflecting Hong Kong's role as an international port. The introduction of its own currency was a major step in establishing the city's identity. The creation of commemorative coins later added another layer to this story, turning everyday objects into cherished keepsakes. They serve as beautiful reminders of our shared history, celebrating milestones that have defined the character of Hong Kong and its resilient people, always looking forward while honoring the past. Understanding these coins is like opening a history book made of metal. Each design, each inscription, and each portrait tells us something about the era in which it was made. From the regal profiles of British monarchs to the delicate bloom of the bauhinia flower, the symbols on these coins map out a political and cultural transformation. This essay will take you on a journey through time, exploring how Hong Kong's money evolved, why commemorative coins became so important, and how you can start your own collection of these miniature treasures. It is a hobby that connects us to our roots and preserves the legacy of our city for future generations. Long before Hong Kong had its own official coins, its bustling harbor was a hub of international trade. In the early 19th century, there was no single currency. Instead, people used a confusing mix of different types of money to buy and sell goods. Chinese merchants often used silver sices, which were boat-shaped or shoe-shaped ingots of silver. The value of a sice depended on its weight and the purity of the silver, so each transaction required careful weighing and inspection. This system was common in China for centuries and was naturally used in Hong Kong, which was still a small fishing village and trading outpost. Alongside the Chinese silver, foreign currencies were everywhere. Traders from Britain, Spain, Mexico, and other parts of the world brought their own money with them. The Spanish and Mexican silver dollars, often called pillar dollars because of their design, were especially popular. These large, heavy silver coins were trusted across Asia for their consistent weight and silver content. Indian rupees were also common, brought by traders and the British administration. This mix of currencies made business complicated. Imagine trying to buy something and having to figure out the exchange rate between Chinese silver, Spanish dollars, and Indian rupees on the spot. This complex system of barter and mixed currencies was inefficient, and often led to disputes. Shopkeepers and merchants had to be experts in currency exchange, using special scales called daching to weigh silver and check its quality. The lack of a standardized currency was a major obstacle to the growth of Hong Kong's economy. The British government, which had taken control of Hong Kong Island in 1841, quickly realized that a stable and uniform monetary system was needed to support the growing trade and administration of the new colony. This need set the stage for the creation of Hong Kong's very own currency. The period before official coinage was a testament to Hong Kong's role as a meeting point of East and West. The jumble of currencies in people's pockets reflected the diverse mix of cultures and nationalities doing business on its shores. While chaotic, it was a system that worked, driven by trust and the universal value of precious metals like silver. However, for Hong Kong to evolve from a trading post into a major financial center, it needed a more modern and reliable form of money. The decision to introduce official coins marked a pivotal moment in the city's history. paving the way for a new era of economic development and stability. The British colonial government knew that a standardized currency was essential for Hong Kong's future. In 1863, the first official coins for Hong Kong were introduced. These were not made locally but were minted in Britain by the Royal Mint in London. The first set of coins included the bronze 1 mil, 1 cent, and the silver 10 cent. The 1 mil coin was particularly interesting. It was a small coin with a hole in the middle, similar to Chinese cash coins, to make it more familiar to the local population. These early coins all featured the portrait of Queen Victoria on one side, which established a long-standing tradition for Hong Kong's currency. To further establish a local currency, and avoid the cost and delay of shipping coins from London, the government decided to build its own mint. The Hong Kong Mint was officially opened on 7 May 1866 on Sugar Street in Causeway Bay. It was a grand, modern facility equipped with the latest machinery from Britain. The plan was ambitious, to produce a Hong Kong silver dollar that could compete with the popular Spanish and Mexican dollars, along with smaller denomination coins. The mint started producing coins, including a beautiful silver dollar featuring Queen Victoria's portrait. However, the project was destined to be short-lived and faced many challenges from the very beginning. Unfortunately, the Hong Kong Mint was not a success. The new Hong Kong silver dollar was not well received by the local Chinese merchants. They were accustomed to the familiar Mexican dollars and were suspicious of the new coin, partly because its design was different and partly due to resistance to change. Furthermore, the mint was expensive to run, and it struggled to operate at a profit. After just 2 years of operation, the government concluded that the mint was a financial failure. In 1868, the decision was made to close it down. The machinery was sold to the Japanese government, which used it to help establish the Japan Mint in Osaka. After the closure of the Hong Kong Mint, the responsibility for producing the colony's coins returned to Britain. For nearly a century, Hong Kong's coins were primarily struck at the Royal Mint in London or at the Heaton Mint in Birmingham. Even though the local mint was a failure, the coins it produced during its brief operation are now extremely rare and highly prized by collectors. The story of the Hong Kong Mint is a fascinating chapter in the city's numismatic history. It represents a bold but ultimately unsuccessful attempt at monetary independence, and it set the pattern for how Hong Kong's coins would be made for many decades to come. For over a century, Hong Kong's coins were purely functional, used for everyday transactions without any special issues. This changed in 1975, a landmark year in the city's numismatic history. To celebrate the first ever visit of a reigning British monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, to Hong Kong, the government issued the territory's first commemorative coin. A special nickel-brass $1 coin was released, featuring the standard Queen's portrait on the front. The reverse, however, was unique. It displayed the Hong Kong lion, a symbol of the colony, with the inscription Royal Visit 1975, and the dates of her stay. This coin marked the beginning of a new tradition of using currency to celebrate important occasions. Following the success of the first issue, the next major commemorative event was the Queen's Silver Jubilee in 1977. However, the next truly significant Hong Kong-specific commemorative issue came nearly a decade later. In 1986, another royal visit by Queen Elizabeth II was commemorated, this time with a special $2 coin. This event was doubly important as the Queen also visited mainland China on the same trip, a historic first for a British monarch. The coin helped capture the public's excitement and once again proved the popularity of these special issues. They were not just for collectors but were circulated widely, allowing everyone to hold a piece of history in their hands. The 1990s brought a series of commemorative coins that reflected the monumental political changes on the horizon. Perhaps the most famous and widely collected of all Hong Kong commemorative coins are those issued for the Handover in 1997. To mark the transfer of sovereignty from the United Kingdom to the People's Republic of China, a stunning series of coins was produced. The series included 7 circulating coins from 10 cents to $10, all dated 1997. They featured the new Bauhinia flower emblem on one side and the denomination on the other, without the Queen's portrait. A special commemorative proof set in gold and silver was also released, featuring symbolic designs like the Hong Kong skyline and a traditional junk. These milestone issues were incredibly important because they transformed coins from simple tools of commerce into powerful symbols of identity and memory. The 1975 coins celebrated the city's connection to Britain, while the 1997 coins marked the beginning of a new chapter as a special administrative region of China. Collecting these coins allows us to trace the major events that have shaped modern Hong Kong. They are tangible links to moments of public celebration, political transition, and cultural pride. Each coin tells a story, making them far more valuable than the number stamped on their face. They are historical documents minted in metal for all to see and remember. When people think of coin collecting, they often picture the special coins found in their pocket change. These are known as commemorative circulating coins. Hong Kong has issued several of these, such as the 1975 Royal Visit Dollar and the 1997 Handover coin set. They're minted in large quantities and are intended to be used in daily life, but, many people save them because of their unique designs. They're made from common metals like nickel brass or cupro nickel, and they're honestly the most accessible type of collectible coin for beginners. They serve as a wonderful introduction to the hobby, allowing anyone to own a piece of history at a very low cost. For more serious collectors, mints produce special collector products known as proof and brilliant uncirculated sets. A brilliant uncirculated or BU coin is struck with a higher quality than a regular circulating coin, resulting in a shinier, more detailed finish. They're not intended for circulation and are usually sold by the mint in special presentation packs. Proof coins represent the highest quality of minting. The coin blanks are specially polished and the dies used to strike them are also polished. Each coin is struck multiple times to create a sharp, detailed design with a mirror-like background and a frosted, matte-like foreground. These coins are honestly true works of art. Beyond individual coins and sets, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, or HKMA, also issues themed coin series that are released over several years. The most popular of these is the Lunar New Year series, which began in 2012. Each year, a new coin is released to celebrate the Chinese zodiac animal for that year. These coins are often fan-shaped or scalloped-edged, making them visually distinctive. They're available in gold and silver proof versions, and are highly sought after by collectors both locally and internationally. These series encourage long-term collecting and really showcase Hong Kong's embrace of traditional Chinese culture in its modern numismatic designs. Finally, there are special issues known as Piedfort coins. A Piedfort is a coin that is much thicker than a normal coin, usually double the thickness and weight, though it has the same diameter. The term comes from French words meaning heavy foot. These coins are struck in very limited numbers and are typically made of precious metals like silver or gold. Because of their extra weight and rarity, they're considered premium collector's items. So, whether it's a circulating commemorative, a beautiful proof set, a festive lunar coin, or a heavy Piedfort, Hong Kong offers a wide variety of collector products to suit every budget and interest. The designs of Hong Kong's coins have always been a mirror reflecting its political status and cultural identity. From the very first coins in 1863 until 1992, the obverse or head side of every coin featured the portrait of the reigning British monarch. This tradition started with Queen Victoria, then moved on to King Edward VII, King George V, King George VI, and finally Queen Elizabeth II. The portrait of the monarch was, honestly, a really powerful and constant symbol of Hong Kong's status as a British colony. Each time a new monarch came to the throne, the portrait on the coins would be updated, marking a new era for both Britain and its territories around the world. Now, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II actually went through several changes during her long reign. The first portrait, used from 1955, was a youthful depiction by Cecil Thomas. This was replaced in 1971 by the more mature portrait by Arnold Machen, which, became the most familiar image on Hong Kong's currency for over 2 decades. The final portrait, introduced in 1985 on some denominations, was the elegant third portrait by Raphael Maklouf. These changing faces on the coins are almost like a family album, showing the passage of time. On the reverse or tail side, you typically see the denomination, the name Hong Kong, and sometimes symbols like the British lion. But a historic change happened in 1993, as Hong Kong prepared for the handover of sovereignty. The government started issuing a new set of coins to transition the currency away from its colonial symbols. The monarch's portrait was replaced with the bauhinia flower, a plant native to Hong Kong and chosen as the city's new emblem. This delicate, five-petaled flower became the new face of Hong Kong's currency, representing the principle of one country, two systems. The Bauhinia design, created by local artist and designer Mr. Wucius Wong, was a simple yet profound statement of Hong Kong's new identity, rooted in its local culture and natural environment. Since the 1997 handover, the Bauhinia has remained the central symbol on all of Hong Kong's circulating and commemorative coins. This design continuity gives a sense of stability and local pride. Commemorative coin designs have also started to feature a wider range of symbols, celebrating both Chinese heritage and Hong Kong's unique character. These include the animals of the Chinese zodiac, iconic landmarks like the Tsingma Bridge, and symbols that represent concepts such as prosperity and good fortune. The evolution of these designs, from the British monarch to the Bauhinia flower, really beautifully encapsulates the political and cultural journey of Hong Kong over the past 150 years. Starting a collection of Hong Kong commemorative coins can be honestly a really rewarding and enjoyable hobby. For beginners, the easiest way to start is by looking for the commemorative circulating coins. You might want to check your change for the 1997 Handover coins, or the 1975 and 1986 Royal Visit coins, although these are definitely getting harder to find in circulation these days. You can also visit local coin shops or browse online marketplaces. When you look at a coin, check its condition. Look for clear details, minimal scratches, and a clean surface. A coin's condition, often called its grade, has a huge impact on its value. Even a common coin can be valuable if it is in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. As your interest grows, you might want to buy coins that have been professionally graded and packaged. Grading companies like PCGs, which stands for Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, assess a coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70 and then seal it in a protective plastic holder, known as a slab. This slab guarantees the coin's authenticity and grade, which is super important for valuable coins. While graded coins are more expensive, they provide peace of mind and are easier to sell later on. For modern issues like proof sets, it's best to keep them in their original government packaging, as this preserves their condition and provenance. Now, where can you actually buy these coins? A great place to start is the Hong Kong Coin Show, which is held regularly and brings together dealers from all over the world. Local coin shops, especially those on Hollywood Road or in Sham Shui Po, are treasure troves for collectors. Online auction sites like eBay can also be a good source, but you should definitely be cautious. Always buy from sellers with high ratings and good reviews, and carefully check the photos and descriptions. For new issues, you can often order them directly from the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's official distributor or through local banks during the subscription period. This is the best way to get new coins at their issue price. Proper storage is crucial to protect your collection. For loose coins, use acid-free paper envelopes or plastic coin flips and albums designed specifically for numismatic use. Avoid PVC plastic holders, as they can release chemicals over time that damage the coin's surface. Store your collection in a cool, dry place with a stable temperature to prevent tarnishing and corrosion. Handling your coins as little as possible is also important. If you need to touch them, hold them by the edges between your thumb and forefinger. With these simple steps, you can make sure your collection remains in great condition for many years to come, preserving both its beauty and its value. Let's take a quick look at some of the key dates in Hong Kong coinage, sort of a numismatic timeline, if you will. 1863. The first official coins for Hong Kong are issued. They're struck by the Royal Mint in London and feature the portrait of Queen Victoria. 1866. The Hong Kong Mint opens on Sugar Street, Causeway Bay, and begins producing local coins, including a Hong Kong silver dollar. 1868. The Hong Kong Mint is closed after just 2 years of operation, mainly due to financial losses and the lack of acceptance of its dollar coin. 1975. Hong Kong issues its first ever commemorative coin, a $1 coin, to celebrate the royal visit of Queen Elizabeth II. 1986. A second royal visit by Queen Elizabeth II is marked with the issuance of a commemorative $2 coin. 1993. The new Bauhinia flower coin series is introduced, beginning the phase-out of the Queen's portrait coins in preparation for the 1997 handover. 1997. Hong Kong transfers from British to Chinese sovereignty. A full set of 7 commemorative circulating coins is issued to mark the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Special gold and silver proof sets are also released. 2012. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority launches the first issue in its popular annual Lunar New Year Commemorative coin series, celebrating the Year of the Dragon, 2017. A special coin is issued to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the establishment of the HKSR, continuing the tradition of marking key milestones. Each of these dates marks an important chapter in Hong Kong's history, and honestly, collecting coins from these years is a great way to connect with that past. For those who want to dive a bit deeper into the world of Hong Kong numismatics, there are honestly so many excellent resources out there. A great starting point is to read books on the subject. One of the most authoritative references is the Ma Tak Wo Catalog of Hong Kong Currency, which provides detailed information, images, and valuations for coins and banknotes from the earliest days to the present. Public libraries in Hong Kong often have sections on local history that may include books on its currency. These publications offer a wealth of knowledge on mintages, varieties, and the history behind each issue, forming a solid foundation for any serious collector. Joining a local coin club or society is another fantastic way to learn and connect with fellow enthusiasts. The Hong Kong Numismatic Society is a well-established organization that holds regular meetings, talks, and exhibitions. These events provide a friendly environment where you can share your passion, ask questions, and see impressive collections from experienced members. Being part of a community allows you to learn from the collective knowledge of others, get advice on your collection, and hear about new finds and market trends. It turns what can be a solitary hobby into a social and collaborative experience. The internet has also become an invaluable tool for collectors. Online forums and social media groups dedicated to Hong Kong coins are active hubs of discussion. Websites like Numista or the online catalogs of grading services like PCGs and NGC offer vast databases where you can look up information on almost any coin. You can see high-resolution images, read about their history, and check population reports to see how rare a particular coin is. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority website is the official source for information on new coin releases and provides educational material on the currency in circulation. And don't underestimate the value of talking to experienced coin dealers. While their goal is to sell coins, most reputable dealers are passionate about numismatics and are happy to share their knowledge with new collectors. Visiting coin shows like the Hong Kong Coin Show puts you in direct contact with experts from around the world. Ask them questions, listen to their stories, and learn from their expertise. By combining book knowledge, community engagement, online research, and expert advice, you can quickly grow your understanding and appreciation for the fascinating field of Hong Kong commemorative coins and build a collection that you can really be proud of.